Kenya's Vision 2030, a national long-term development project under the State Department of Planning, met the implementing agencies of Vision 2030 in Mombasa County. While Julia Mboi had an exclusive interview with the Principal Secretary in charge of planning, Dr. Julius Moya, on where Kenya is in implementing the development blueprint.
Now, I'm in Mombasa for the third phase of the implementation of Vision 2030, and I'm with Dr. Muya, who is in the Ministry of State of Department of Planning, and he will tell us what this workshop will entail and what they hope to achieve at the end of this all. Dr. Muya, hello.
Hello. We have been holding this workshop in Mombasa. That is yesterday, which was on a Thursday, and today, which is a Friday. And this is a knowledge sharing workshop, which is the sixth one we hold every year. And the focus this year is to look at the Big Four agenda. And as we look at the Big Four agenda, we appreciate how the implementation of the Big Four agenda is going to help and for us to accelerate the implementation of Vision 2030, because there are other enablers within Vision 2030 that are interconnected with the Big Four agenda.
What are the policies in place to strictly face the challenges, tackle them, in order to together contribute to the vision?
Well, the big thing about looking at how we can accelerate the growth of the GDP to about 7% per year is, first of all, to appreciate the fact that you start with planning. So in planning, we anticipate the challenges and we identify the goals, the targets that we want to achieve. So that was the big thing. Then in that planning framework, and is included in our medium-term plan 3, we have identified what are the new projects that we must push forward and what new policy frameworks we must push so that we can achieve those targets. So for instance, on the area of finance, because we need a lot of financial resources, we are looking at making sure that we accelerate the public-private partnerships in terms of providing funding so that we are not relying on exchequer throughout. So that's a big thing that we are going to see. On the area of education, we are seeing a lot of reforms that are there in education so that as people go through school, both the academic side or even through the TVET side, they can be trained to be job creators and not job seekers. And so if you look at energy, we are looking at new frameworks where we're looking to combine the energy regulation capabilities and functions with other functions within the energy sector so that we can accelerate and produce more energy as we go. And so it's an area where we have been looking at everything in an inclusive way so that we are not caught by surprise. Of course, one of the biggest challenges we must realize and agree is climate change. And that is receiving a lot of focus because as we are doing medium-term plan 3, we identified climate change as one unique standalone sector that we must focus on. And that is receiving a lot of attention through a lot of other consultative frameworks that we have in government.
Thank you very much. Now, from that conversation, the different sectors that are involved or will be involved in achieving the Vision 2030 will need to put strict policies and follow due diligence in order to bring all the sectors involved in order to grow the GDP. Malika?
Well, thank you, Julie.